Hey all, I know it's been a while. I've just now posted part 1 of my insomnia trip of early morning walks. The reason it's took me so long to post, some of you guys know, is on the way back I had issues that prevented me from recording part 2. That being, I managed to get from the insomnia event itself to the train station. On the train station, I was told to go to a certain station, certain platform. So I went to that platform, and while I was there, I double checked that I was on the right platform because 2 trains had gone by and I was told mine was the next train. It turns out my train was just about to leave on a platform on the other side of the station. So when I spoke to this bloke, they turned around and says, right, I'll hold the train as much as I can, get there as quick as you can. So I ran up and over to the other side of the train station. For you guys that don't know, Birmingham International train station is pretty goddamn big. Now, I did, thankfully, manage to get onto this train. However, as I got onto it, I fell over, I blacked out, didn't have a clue. I did, however, manage just beforehand to get the attention of the member of staff that was on the train, just about to come and get the tickets. So he came over to me, he stopped what he was doing, and he made sure that I got off the train at Birmingham New Street and made sure that I got onto my next train. So thankfully to that guy, as you can see now, I'm back home and we did get it sorted. Bear in mind, this story now was back in April. We're now in August. So this video has been overdue for a while. So I managed to get on this train, the bloke calmed me down, we chilled out, and they took me, it was going to be about half an hour to an hour because I've missed my original train. So we were going to have to wait a while for me to get onto the next train from Birmingham International back home, New Street back home. And then from there, I was sat in the little sort of support service area with one of their guards. They brought me a drink, they calmed me down, they chilled me out. I did enjoy the event. I really did enjoy the event, and all the people that I met there, thank you for your support, and obviously for you guys that know, again as well, thank you for your support for helping with that. But as I say, I was waiting in Birmingham New Street station. Some other member of staff then come and collected me and took me back to the train station and took me to the next train and made sure I got on that train and sat down before he then left. He put me in the quieter area in the first class area. Thankfully there was only about 3 other people there, and again I was kept calm. They then radioed over for the Derby station and made sure that somebody was there to make sure that I got off the train okay. From that point, I then had to ask my family to meet me at the Derby station to make sure that I was getting off safely. So I'm back in Derby, and I made sure that I got off the train as they radioed over. During the time that I was sat at Birmingham New Street waiting for the train, I made a phone call over to my family and made sure that somebody was there to pick me up, because there was no goddamn way I was going to be able to get a taxi on my own or walk back from the station over 2 miles to get back to my flat. Just wasn't happening. So I got the help, I got the support, I finally managed to get myself back home. So given that, the event itself was perfectly fine, getting back was an absolute nightmare. Now the reason I mention this, and the reason why this is a longer video, is because there is a little bit of a thing in there for you. I'm going again in September, in a couple of weeks' time, the first weekend of September. So for you guys that are going to Insomnia, I will be there. However, this time I've made sure I'm not going alone. I have a friend coming with me that's going to be on the train with me there and back to make sure that I get that done safely. Hopefully this time I'll be okay. And that is what I hope for, and that's what I want to pass on to you guys. If you think you're going to struggle getting back, or if you struggle with any form of mental health, don't take a long trip alone, just in case, because I've never had that issue before. I've been down to London before, which is 10 times further than Birmingham. I've had small hiccups where I've missed my train and caused a bit of an anxiety attack, but I sorted it. That was the biggest scare that I've ever had, going from Birmingham International, trying to get home. And I've been further. I've done worse. I've had to stay over at a friend's house, which is, I think, what helped. When I went down to London, I stayed at a friend's house for the night, caught the train the next day. Whereas in Birmingham, I didn't get that choice because I don't have anybody down there. I was staying in a hotel. So my advice is take somebody with you. Don't let yourself burn out. Be careful with what you do when you're down there or wherever you're going. Make sure you've got somebody with you just in case you do have, let's call it a mental health moment, because it can be anything. It can be an anxiety attack, a panic attack, could be anything. But make sure you've please got somebody with you on that journey. If you either haven't done it in a while, know that you struggle, or anything else. It can be the smallest of struggles. It can blow up tenfold. That was the worst I've ever had. And I never, ever thought I'd be in that situation. Stay safe, keep calm, Team Talk, and I'll see you soon.